Welcome back to Oakhill, everyone. So our run of bad luck continues. We had a load of rain yesterday, and the soybeans are ready to harvest, but they are way too damp and they're not going to dry out. So unfortunately we're going to have to get the forage harvester out and we're going to have to whole crop them. There is snow forecast overnight, which means we can't wait to harvest these. So yeah, we'll get a bit of silage, I guess. It was a big hit on our income for the year. This was one of our cash crops, and now it's going to be cattle feed. I've got the Maxim and the 1455 ready to cart for us. I'm going to spend a bit of time faffing about trying to get auto drive and follow me to cart, but with headlands and a small field in a pretty tight area, that didn't want to work. So in the end, I stick the Jaguar on courseplay and I do the carting. So with the withered crops we had with the spelt and having to replant that, and now this not being our best year farming, let's be honest. It's definitely not the note that I wanted to be thinking about ending this on, as you know, we're getting close to the end of this year. We're in mid-autumn, fields are empty. So while auto drive runs that up to the yard, I'll carry on with the Maxim and then we'll jump up and get that tipped in the silo. I have got auto drive set up to do this, but I did it with the Maxim with the big trailer and it doesn't seem to work for this little trailer. The other thing is we seem to tip about 2/3 of this out of the back of the silo, which is great. Even less that we're going to make out of it. Carrying on with my general positive note on this one, the yield off this is awful. It doesn't seem to be much more than if we combined it, to be fair. I don't think I've ever had to whole crop soybeans before. The other thing is we've got a whole bunch of grass fields that need mowing and it's going to snow. It's going to be a lean winter on the farm, I think. That's this field cleared. Didn't even get a second trailer full. 30,000 litres of whole crop silage that's going to come for us. Now let's get this tipped in the clamp, get it compacted and covered and move on, I think. Yeah, so that's compacted, 20,000 litres, 29,000 litres of silage. It'll feed the cows for a day or two, I guess. Anyway, trying to move forward. The carrot field needs ploughing or subsoiling. We don't have a plough still. We have a subsoiler ready so we can get some crops in here. I think the plan is to put barley in here. Trying to get as much of the field prep work done as I can before the snow hits. I'm hoping that we might get a change in our luck, which seems unlikely at the moment, and if the snow comes and then thaws and the ground hasn't frozen, we might be able to get the crops in the ground. So on to the headlands now. Been a nice little distraction ploughing this field. had a delivery lorry turn up, which was kind of noisy, so I had to stop for a minute there. Hopefully I can sort that out in the edit. So that's the subsoiling done. Next job is to get some lime spread on the field we've just whole cropped. Empty out the solid fert spreader, and we have a little bit of lime in the yard, not very much, so probably need to do a run to the store part way through. Definitely need to do a run to the store. That did almost nothing. Just grab a big pallet of lime, get it filled up and get that spread. That's another job done. Next is we're going to get some slurry on the field that we subsoiled. Making progress. Guess I need to clear these pallets away first before I end up driving into them. The start of this series, the pallet forks I found that actually work. Now let's go grab the slurry spreader, which I left down by the soybean field, thinking I would spread slurry on that as soon as I'd harvested it. But also need to get the combine brought back up to the yard because we didn't need that down here. I'm using the tanker to fill with slurry because I just can't get this tank to fill from the slurry pit, which is kind of annoying. I think it's a manure system thing. I don't usually use manure system, so. Probably, yep, let's put some lights on, that'll help. And that worked pretty well. We just grab a quick refill here. This field is now got two of its lots of fertilizer done, so the hope is we can get a winter barley crop in here and then roll that crop in, and that'll be good. They're just trying to keep the slurry tank full, but you can't fill it up when there's a slurry tanker next to it. Slurry spreader. So we're done with this job pretty much. Just going to store this on the concrete pad here. Get that filling up and get the trailer put away, and I will see you in the morning. So it's the next morning and the snow that was forecast has arrived. Not a massive amount, but enough that we aren't going to be doing any field work for a little while. So we're just getting the cows sorted, giving them some extra straw because it's got quite cold. Air temperature is -1. The ground's not frozen, so I'm hoping that if the air temp warms up a bit, the snow will melt and we can maybe get some field work done. I think we need about 5-degree ground temp to plant the crops we want to get planted in the next few days. So there is hope that we will get that done. The other plus is we are broke. But the canola price is pretty good today, so my plan before the end of this video is to get the canola loaded up and get that sold, see how much we make from that crop this year. With the loss of the soybeans, that's probably our main cash crop. We do have a huge pile of spelt that we can sell. That may pay well given how much we got off the field. next job is to feed the cows, so we're going to mix up some TMR. We will go with a bale of clover silage, a bale of maize silage. I need to bring some more of those bales up actually. 2 bales of grass silage. A bale of hay, and then I'm going to finish the mix off with the whole crop silage that the cows have spilt from the feed trough. Again, hopefully if the snow melts, we have a lot of grass fields to cut. 4 grass fields that need cutting and baling for silage, and we could probably do with that feed over the winter. So next job is to get this canola loaded up and sold. I really don't remember how much we harvested, but it's a fairly big pile. So annoyingly, some idiot poured a pile of spelt in the way. So we've got the barley to sell as well. Bailey is a brand of trailer. But we may end up the end of the year not too bad financially. Right, let's see how much we've got in the trailer. 42,000 litres. This should give us quite a good payout. We're off to the port, which I think is the place that I've sold most of my grain. Obviously, being an island, we have to export it. So £55,000 for that, so I'm going to knock that straight off the loan down to 350k. I would just say thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a like, a comment and subscribe please.